Rising to everybody. I hope you're having a fantastic day so far. Girl, I'm about to break open the Dead Sea Scrolls of game today. I'm so serious, like the Dead Sea Scrolls. So today I want to talk to you guys about things that I think about if I had to streamline my process of getting off the market, um, and what helped me. And I kind of put it into so it's BBIIA. That's five, okay? So BBII and A. But shout out to all my womb sisters, all the women that's doing the Finding Your Fire course. I'm so excited for you guys because we're gonna have a full 4-week intensive program to help you ladies find your feminine grace and fearless game. And so you'll be able to have unlimited access with me and a full sisterhood of people. So it's ongoing support. So you get a lot in this course. But today I'm about to break open a damn Dead Sea Scrolls, girl. If I had to do this shit all over again and I was just talking to a homegirl or whatever, I would be like, BBIIA, honey. This will get you off the market fast. The first B is something that a lot of women don't spend enough time on, and this is something that white women, they spend a lot of time in, and that's body. Getting that revenge body. I don't care if you're a scorned black woman. I don't care if you broke up. But the rule of the game is, after a nigga break up with you, after you done got through with one relationship, your top priority needs to be looking better, so that you can put that house back on the market. Period. And we don't take that seriously. Your body that you had in your last relationship, you need to have that body 10 times better. That's the rule. Because if you expect to go up a notch, or two, or three, or four, or five, your body and the way you look on the outside, it needs to meet that same standard, okay? Nicole Murphy, Eddie Murphy ex, baby, they don't give a fuck how many kids she got, because Nicole Murphy body is on point. You got that revenge body. The same with Evelyn Lozada from Basketball Wives. I do not agree with these bitches, and I will never hang out with them. But they know the rules of the game. I don't give a fuck how many kids you got, how ratchet you are. The rules of the game is, when you look amazing, you can get back on the market and you can get off the market fast, period. Because the woman that looks the best has the most options. That's just what it is. Okay? So next, I talk about that business. And the business is very, very, very important, because I talk about having that standard and having that filter of your passion, that thing that you do in your life, what you've been incarnated for, that business that you do. The reason why it's smart for a single black woman to have a business is because time out for having your hand out for your bills, for your hair, for this and that. You're looking for sponsors and partners. And the men that have a mind to break bread on a business level respect that. Okay? They respect that. So that business is everything, because that's building your black empire from. If you plan to have a productive, black relationship, you guys are gonna have an empire that you're building together. If you don't have an empire that you're building together, all you doing is sitting up, watching Netflix, and fucking and eating wings. What are y'all building? Are y'all building generational wealth? Are you accomplishing your goals and dreams to help you fulfill upon what you've come here for? Your business. Your business is the biggest filter to let you see the niggas that's not about shit. That was when I got to see men that really wanted to support my dreams, is when I had my business and my passion realized. Was when I started to attract other men that were in business and in the business sector, the private business sector, the funding sector, that can help make my dreams come true. The next thing is isolation. The thing that really helped me, and a lot of things that help me, is not the same thing that is the same for a lot of black women. A lot of black women need groups. I've never been that black woman that needed a lot of groups of friends. So isolation is the I. Being away from your friends, your family, is the best gift that you could give yourself. It is, because their influence, what they saying, what they doing, not having your phone ringing, that's when your ideas, that's when your health gets better. That's when everything gets to come to you, because you don't have all this shit in your ear. A lot of us have toxic family members that we don't want to admit, and toxic relationships that are unproductive. And we're very good at this because we're people that have very low self-esteem. So we're very good for keeping relationships that don't serve us. But during that time, I got quiet and I let go of all of those girlfriends that weren't trying to do shit, and men that really weren't gonna help me. And I knew I needed help with certain things, and I knew they weren't the people for it. I just got isolated and I got very quiet. And that's when you get the downloads from spirit and your ancestors. You can get some real good downloads. Y'all not getting any downloads. You're not quiet enough. The more quiet you are, the more you hear. The next I is those insecurities. You'll keep up with those relationships that don't mean you shit. And I kept up with a lot of people, and I let a lot of people stay in my life that didn't need to be in my life because I was insecure. I stayed behind closed doors with my gift. I thought I was stupid. I thought I didn't know what I was supposed to be doing. Like, I wasted a lot of time being insecure. I got a Pisces moon. I talk about that Pisces moon, but as black people, we've been programmed to doubt ourselves and to be just fear-based state. We approach everything with fear. So that isolation and those insecurities, that second eye, dealing with my insecurities, what I'm really afraid of, what I don't want a man to see, that type of stuff was the very thing that I started to lead with when I met men that I really liked. I was like, you know what, I like him. When I met my partner, I was like, I like him. And I led with my insecurity. I told him about what I was insecure about. And that way, I was able to really establish a very meaningful connection and bond, because we're all people that are broken, traumatized. We're imperfect beings. And we're just looking for somebody that's going to accept us with our imperfections. But if we keep up this facade, like we know it all and we got it all, you never put yourself really in that vulnerable state. And for women, we need to return to this vulnerable state. What's your insecurities? And know that he has the same, and meet him with that and allow him to support you through it, and know that this is another person that's got the same stuff. And so those insecurities, I was able to get through them. And when I'm insecure, when I still feel insecure at times, I know how to go to my partner with it. You know what I mean? You know how to check it. And that last one is A, for Africans. In 2010, I dated a Yoruba man, Mr. Adele. I'll never forget. If you ever want to get your money up, fuck with some Africans, please. Africans, Jamaicans, Haitians, they on a different code. And this is not to slight myself or my black Americans. We've just been programmed. We're different over here. They have a difference of energy. They have a warrior code. For black women, I had no idea how much time I was wasting with a certain caliber and energy over here. This is not shitting on all my black men, because luckily for me, you know, I've dated black men that were top notch all of my life. And the caveat and the exception to this is for black men that were raised by their dads and got a high protective provider instinct, that type of thing. I say go for those brothers. But a lot of them haven't been programmed that way. They've been raised in these single parent and single mother households. They've been, you know, feminized. Just like you've been programmed to be very masculine, figuring everything out. This matriarchy we got going on. So bossy. You challenging the authority. So the men, we have a very simpish culture with black men. So yeah, it's different when you fuck with some Africans who ain't tripping about buying, you know, $7 drink at the... African men will buy you the damn bar because they have a different code. It ain't no way no African man gonna have you pay for anything. That's not in their code. And I'm not saying all black men are simps, but they would probably agree. You know, a lot of black men here, they worry about who gonna be taking advantage of my money and da, da, da. African men, listen, African culture, you know, regardless of what they programmed you to believe, these are very, and we are very rich people. We're very rich people. And Africans, they don't operate with that stingy shit. They really do have the ancestral code of having wealth and opulence, abundance. Okay, so we talking about golds, furs, jets, Mercedes, Mr. Adele. I had a little Ford Focus that kept breaking down and overheating on me, and he worked on foreign cars. And he took my Ford Focus and gave me a vintage white Mercedes to drive while he was working on my car. I like that Mercedes so much. I didn't want to get my Ford Focus back. I said, can I just had a Mercedes? He said, baby, come down to the shop. I sign it over to you. That damn Mercedes was shit to him. Africans operate like that. And see, black men, I had a lot of brothers in my life that breaded me down. That's what I'm saying. Luckily for me, I've had black men that had fathers in their life and they got that warrior code who helped me when I needed help and broke some bread with me. So I have that experience from black men, but African men are like that too. I would get some African friends. Africans have a different way they operate. They go to the top. It's the top standard. It's the top standard. Same with Jamaicans. You can see them living in dirt floors over there in Jamaica, but they come over here. You talking about people that have a standard of excellence. They have a standard of excellence, Jamaicans and Africans. Black people, unless we have a certain conditioning to get that type of standard of excellence in our education, in our experience, in our environment. No, we got that lazy slave mentality. And you got a lot of scary ass men over here that don't have any confidence in their own life. So that's what we have. And we have a lot of masculine fucking women that don't even want to submit to a man's authority. So I tell brothers the same thing, like, y'all may need to look overseas, bruh, because a lot of our sisters have no idea what it's like to be under the leadership of a real warrior. A lot of our brothers aren't real warriors over here. So that's what I would do. BBIIA. I would get my revenge body. There's no way in the fuck you single when you have good appeal. Men are visual creatures. The story that's not being told is that black women out here, yes, it's thousands and millions of y'all that's single, but a lot of y'all look substandard and y'all don't look the par. A lot of black women have been taking birth control, are overweight, hormones imbalanced, don't work out. So that's the other part of the story that's not being told. So that revenge body, y'all let these niggas fuck over y'all and y'all look like shit. You need to be looking better than you've ever looked so you can get that house back on the market so that you can attract a better buyer. Seriously, and white women don't play that shit. They'll go to the damn gym, plastic surgeon, goddamn get their veneers. They don't play that shit. They operate with a code, but black women are the only ones that feel like a nigga's supposed to take their damn emotional baggage and their bodies looking like baggage. Too, it don't work like that. You're supposed to level up with everybody you deal with. Every man I've ever dealt with, he's gotten better and better. And girl, we always joke, me and my man now, I'm like, look, honey, if we don't work out, if the spirits say something else, I know my next man would be better than you if that was the case. Because I would be better. We not leveled up enough. You look like you've been worn out, misused, abused, broken. You don't have no business, you just got a job. And you think it's some wonderful man supposed to save you from your job. Have a business, have your passion intact so that you can attract the person that was incarnated to help you fulfill upon your mission. That's your passion. And isolate, God damn it, that's important. Get away from those fucking people and deal with your insecurities. I had so many insecurities. And again, you're going to still have them because you're a work in progress. And get you a network of Africans or black Americans that operate with an African-centered code, that break bread and want to see you win, period. So we're going to be going over these things in the Finding Your Fire course that starts August 20th. Week 1 is all about your gifts and talents. what that is. And down to week 4, we're going to be talking about how to monetize these things and how to make it into a profitable, authentic brand. That was the most life-changing, game-changing thing for me, was when I got in tune with what I really loved, what I liked. I only started attracting people that helped me fulfill upon that. And the men that have the same and complementary skills to help you have more of that in your life. It's just that simple. So thank you guys for joining me, and I'll talk to you soon.